Sai Ram class, how are you all? I hope that you all are very fine. So class, as we were in our chapter number 9, which is halves and quarters. Now moving further in this chapter, we will do this page in which we have a little story about greedy Kundu. So let's start reading about Kundu's story. So Kundu is a greedy man. Whenever he goes to the market, he wants to get more and more but does not want to spend much money. So one day he wants to eat pumpkin halwa. He tries to buy a big pumpkin only in rupees 20. So he asked the first pumpkin seller the price of a big pumpkin. So the first seller said 1/4. That means quarter of that pumpkin is of rupees 10. So they are asking the full pumpkin will cost of how much money? So see here, we have that 1/4 of that pumpkin is of rupees 10. Okay, therefore it is only the fourth part of a pumpkin, only the fourth part. So we have total 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it is only one part of that 4 pieces. So now to find out the cost of whole pumpkin, we have to multiply it with 4. So you can see here that to find out the price of whole pumpkin, we will multiply the part side also with 4 and the price side also with 4. So when we solve it, it will become whole and we have to find the price of the whole. Okay, and in the price side we will have answer 40. So that means the whole pumpkin will cost rupees 40. Now further Kundu said, for 10 rupees you should give me half of the pumpkin. So the first seller said, then you go to the next seller. He can give you half of such a big pumpkin in rupees 10. I keep only good quality of pumpkin. Then after this, Kundu walked to the next seller and looked for a pumpkin of the same size. Now Kundu said, how much of this pumpkin will I get for rupees 10? So the second pumpkin seller said, half. Now we have to answer, then the cost of full pumpkin will. So see here, half of pumpkin cost rupees 10. Now to make this half whole, we have to multiply it with 2, right? On the other hand, we have to multiply price rate also with 2. So when we solve it, it will become whole and in price side, it will become 20. Therefore, the price for the whole pumpkin will be 20. So the answer is this full pumpkin will cost rupees 20. Okay. Now let's move on to the next page. You can see here the answer. The answer for the first pumpkin is 40 and the answer for the second pumpkin is 20. Okay. Now what will happen? Now Kundu said, why not you give me 3/4? That means he wants 3/4 of that pumpkin in just rupees 10. So the second seller said, run away, go get your pumpkin from that man. He sells such big vegetables that he will even give you a full pumpkin of this size in rupees 10. So the greedy Kundu walks to the next pumpkin seller. He looks at a pumpkin of the same size and asks him, "Will you give me this big one in rupees 10?" So the third pumpkin seller said, "Why don't you climb the roof of that house? You can get pumpkin free from that plant itself." So the greedy Kundu feels very happy and he climbs the roof of that house, and then you can see here, and then he slips from here. Yes, that means being greedy is not good. We have to be satisfied whatever we have and whatever we get. Okay, class? So it is just a little story about Kundu, and now we have a little exercise on the basis of price list. We have given price list for various items. They are vegetables, and we have to answer the given questions. So let's see how we can solve them, and this exercise is for your notebook work. So you can see here we have given the price for 1 kg of tomato is rupees 8. The price for 1 kg of potato is rupees 12. Price for 1 kg of onion is rupees 10. And price for 1 kg of carrot is rupees 16. Similarly, price for 1 kg of pumpkin is rupees 4. Now the first question is, how much does half kg of tomato cost? So first of all, we have to see the price for 1 kg of tomato is 8. Okay, and we have to answer the price for half kg of tomato. So let's see how we can solve it. You can see here 1 kg of tomato cost rupees 8. So the half kg of tomato will cost half of rupees 8. Now we all know that of means multiplication. So when we replace of with multiplication sign, we have 1 by 2, that is half, multiplying with rupees 8. So you can see here numerator will multiply with numerator. I hope you all know that what is numerator. We have this kind of number is called rational number, and the upper number is our numerator and the lower number is our denominator. You can see here also we have 1 in numerator and 2 in denominator. Okay, class? So 1 will multiply with 8 and 2 will multiply with 1. As we do not have any number in the lower position of 8, so here we have 1. So when we multiply 1 with 2, we will have 2 here. So now you can see here we have 1 multiplying with 8 upon 2. So when 1 multiplies with 8, it will become 8 by 2. Now that means we have to divide 8 from 2. And when we do so, we will have answer 4. So that means half kg of tomato will cost rupees 4. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. So the question number B is, which cost more? We have to answer which cost more, half kg of onion or 1 by 4th kg of carrot. So to find out, we have to look in the price list that 1 kg of onion cost 10. So half kg of onion will cost, we have to find it. So look here, if 1 kg of onion costs rupees 10, so the half kg of onion will cost half of 10. That is half of 10. We all know that half of 10 is 5. That means half kg of onion costs rupees 5. Now the second thing is 1 by 4th kg of carrot. So for this we have to look in the price list that 1 kg of carrot costs rupees 16. So we have to find out the price for 1 by 4th kg of carrot. So we all know that 1 kg of carrot costs rupees 16. So 1 by 4th kg of carrot will cost 1 by 4 multiplying with 16. So look here carefully, 1 by 4 multiplying with 16. So in this case, 1 will multiply with 16 and we have 4 in denominator. So it will become like this. Now we have 16 by 4. That means we have to divide 16 with 4, and when we do so, we have answer rupees 4. Now we all know that the half kg of onion cost rupees 5 and 1 by 4th kg of carrot rupees 1 by 4th carrot cost rupees 4. So we all know that 5 is more than 4, so that means half kg of onion cost more. Okay, now let's move on to the third part. What is the price for 3 by 4th kg of potato? So we have to look in the price list that 1 kg of potato cost rupees 12. So we have to find out what 3 by 4th kg of potato cost. Okay. So look here, as 1 kg potato cost rupees 12, so 3 by 4th kg potato will cost 3 by 4 multiplying with 12. Now look at here carefully how we have to solve it. We have 3 by 4 multiplying with 12. Now we do not have any number in the lower position of 12, that means we have here 1. Okay. Now numerator with multiplying with numerator and denominator goes with denominator. Okay. Now when we multiply 3 with 12, we will have how much? 36. On the other hand, when we multiply 4 with 1, we will have 4. Now we have 36 dividing with 4. So when we solve it, that means when we divide 36 with 4, we all know that 4 multiplying with 9, we will have 36. That means our answer is rupees 9. So you can see here that 3 by 4th kg of potato will cost rupees 9. And we have another way also for solving this. You can look here. When we have to multiply 3 by 4th with 12. So we all know we have here 1. Now what we can do, we can solve by cancel out the numbers, as when we divide 4 with 4 we have 1. Similarly we have to divide a number in the numerator with 4. So when we divide 12 with 4 we will have 3. Now we have 3 into 3 which will be 9. Okay. So these are the two methods and you can use any one of them. Now let's move on to the fourth part. We have Kirti is going for shopping. She has only rupees 20 with her. Now we have to find, can she buy all the things in her shopping list? So it is Kirti's shopping list. So that means we have to find out the cost for all the 3 items. So let's see how we can solve it. So in the shopping list of Kirti, it has half kg of potato. Now we all know that 1 kg of potato costs rupees 12. So the half kg of potato will cost rupees 6. 2 kg of pumpkin. If 1 kg of pumpkin costs rupees 4, so 2 kg of pumpkin will cost rupees 8. 1 by 4th kg of carrot. 1 kg of carrot costs rupees 16. So the 1 by 4 kg of carrot will cost rupees 4. Now we have to add all the 3 things. When we do so we get a total of rupees 18. And we all know that Kirti had rupees 20 with her. So that means yes, Kirti can buy all the things in her shopping list in rupees 20. Okay, I hope you all get it very well. First, what we did, we found out the price for all the items in her shopping list. Then we add it and we get to know that the price of all the three things is lower than rupees 20. That means Kirti can easily buy all the things in her shopping list. Now let's move on to the next question, which is make two questions yourself from the price list. So see, we can make lots of questions. So let's see how we can make them. So we can write a question like, what is the cost of half kg of carrot? We can also write a question, how much 5 kg of pumpkin will cost? Or we can make lots of question like, how much 3 kg of onion will cost? Or how much 1/4 of tomato will cost? Or how much 3/4 of pumpkin will cost? Okay, so in the way we can make as many questions we can. Okay, so I hope the questions we had discussed today is all clear to you, and you have to practice all the things, all the type of questions in your home. Just you have to keep in mind that if you have asked the 3/4 kg of potato, that means you have to multiply 3/4 with the price of 1 kg of potato. Okay, and if we have numbers like 3/4 multiplying with 12, that means there is a number in the lower position of 12 which is 1. Now when we have numbers like p by q form, you can see here 3/4, it is in this form. They are called rational numbers. Okay, and the upper number is our numerator and the lower number is our denominator. Okay, keep this thing in mind that upper number is known as numerator, lower number is known as denominator. Numerator, denominator. Okay, now when we have to multiply, numerator multiplies with numerator and denominator with denominator. So when we multiply 3 with 12, we will have 36, and when we multiply 4 with 1, we will have 4. Okay, on the other hand, we have one more way to solve such question is, look here carefully. The second method is, you can directly cancel out number with each other, but you have to keep in mind that we have this line as a main line. Okay, now you can only cancel out one numerator with one denominator. Okay, at a time you can only cancel out one numerator with one denominator, and you should have to cancel out with the same number. For example, here in this case we divide 4 with 4, and on the other hand 12 with 4. See, keep in mind that one number at a time. You cannot divide 4 with 4 and 12 with 3. No, not like this. You have to use only same number, 4 and 4. Now when we do so, we will have 3 multiplying. When we solve it, we will have 3 here, and 4 dividing with 4, we have 1 here. That means 3 multiplying with 3, we will have 9 upon 1, which means 9. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to you all. If not, you have to look the video again and again, and then also practice such question in your home. And we will do further question related to this chapter in our new video, and then we will start our workbook for this chapter also. Till then, thank you class, and be safe.